painted on the wall there. It said, "Be curious, not judgmental."
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you earned here tonight.
Beyond the Bench with Brad Payne and Matt Briggins right here on 102.7 The Game.
Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world.
It's Beyond the Bench, 102.7 The Game, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Vic Evans with the two stars of the show, Brad Payne, Matt Briggins. And guys, how you doing? Is this Thanksgiving week coming up? How's everything been going, Coach Briggins?
Great. Had a nice, laid back weekend for us with just one day of sports, and today was really light. Didn't do much at all. Worked out Kylie. We had some things to work on after Saturday's and game, and that was it. Getting the stomach emptied to start binge eating.
There you go. You play bad, by golly, we're getting up the next day and going to work out. That's the way it works. How about you, Coach Briggins? How you been doing?
Well, it's been a busy weekend. I had our chili supper Friday night. All
right.
And then I called the Wesleyan game with you, and then I had our Junior Pro Jamboree. We had to be at about 8 o'clock, so it's been busy. And then I took my wife to the movies today to watch the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and guess who I see by herself? Well, with the two girls, but by herself. No husband around, no father around. That would be Bradley Payne. I saw
Really? Natalie Powers Payne. He wouldn't even go to the movies
I told her
with
she'd
him.
come sit with us, and he wouldn't go to the movies with them. And, she seemed like she was pretty upset and sad about it.
Oh, she couldn't have been too upset because she did bring you popcorn, right?
She did. Well, it could be on purpose to make me sick because she knows I'll eat the whole thing.
There you go.
Crohn's flare up.
You didn't want to watch Wicked?
No.
I
don't
watch
watch any of it.
That's not a movie you would watch.
Especially Wicked. I asked the girls, I said, so who was the bad person in it? And they were like, well, it's the witch. And I said, well, she said something about a prince or something like that. And I said, well, who wanted to date Dorothy? And she's like, Dorothy's not even in it. And I said, it's the Wizard of Oz. And she goes, no, Bradley, just stop. Yeah.
There you go.
Also,
So this shows how the Wizard of Oz kind of came about. Now,
prequel.
Dorothy was in this one. The second one's terrible. The first one was okay for a musical. It was pretty good.
This is called Wicked what? Forever?
For good or
That's
something.
when you know that
it's done.
Hold on, that's where you know Hollywood's out of every idea because all they do is make prequels and remake movies like White Men Can't Jump when they were already perfect.
So they remake
remake
White Man
them.
Can Jump?
They remade it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Hold on, it had your boy in there. Harlow played in it.
Really?
Jack Harlow?
Y'all have not seen the remake of White Men Can't
No, I
Jump?
haven't.
Well, if Jack Harlow is in it, no.
He's the star. He's Woody Harrelson.
He's the white man?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Well, not really. But
The Wicked though, to clarify, it's a Broadway musical.
Do you guys ever watch the movie Big Bang Theory or the television
I
show
love
Big
it,
Bang
yeah.
Theory? All right. Talking to you two about anything is like talking to Sheldon and the one where they're doing where they have Penny asking them questions and she's like, who married Madonna? And they're like, Sean Penn, and like anything normal, talking anything about anything related to normal activity, movies, TVs, you guys have no answer.
Oh, I think I'm pretty up on it.
you're a lot more up on it than me. I'll
Brad
say this.
isn't.
Landman is back, and Sam Elliott is in this season.
I haven't
Landman.
watched Landman.
Well, you got to.
I've seen 4 episodes. I'm watching season
Isn't it
1.
Paramount? Or
Yeah,
See, I don't
Paramount
want another subscription.
I will listen.
I think I'm stealing it from someone.
Can I
In
borrow
fact,
your login?
I will say this.
I think
I think even I have a crush on Sam Elliott.
He's so good.
Yes, he's great.
You have a crush on him more than you do Marcus Freeman?
No, when he was in
Hell no.
when he was in Justified, I thought he was great in Justified.
I
He
didn't
was
watch
good in Justified.
I've got to make sure I watch that.
You're really missing out.
Justified's good.
I will say this: we got Black Friday. We got 2 teams here in Owensboro playing in the state semifinals.
Catholic
as
did their
Catholic
job.
hard fought, really good
Whatever.
Somerset team, and then Owensboro And how about Owensboro? Not only do they beat Fairdale,
Hey, they're rolling.
How about Evan Hampton breaking the all-time single-game rushing record set by Mark Higgs in 1982?
Impressive.
And he did it on 19 carries.
So not only does he break a record that anytime you're mentioned,
he's on the wall up there in a Miami Dolphin uniform.
With that guy's name. But then I got to watch his the highlights of it, and then Dan interviewed him after the
Dan
game.
always interviews.
I'm not too sure if that's not the most impressive thing that he did all night. He's a great interview.
Very well spoken.
Unbelievable.
Listen, Steve and I had him on Live at 5. We had him on Game Changers. We had him multiple times on Live at 5. I can tell you right now, there's not a more impressive kid that I've ever interviewed than Evan Hampton.
Hey, he could run right now for mayor.
Oh, he would win.
Yes.
He could probably run.
That'd be a good time for him.
Hold on. He could probably run for McConnell's seat in the Senate because he's retired and win that one. You know, right now.
Anybody with a pulse.
There you go.
He barely has one.
Except for
He does.
except
He's
for
a
what's her
walking
name?
zombie.
No, I know.
Who did he beat last time? Allison
I
or
know.
whoever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for them.
Did you hear her speak?
Oh,
Yeah, the one that's running.
No, the
again.
one
the
last
one that
time.
got beat.
Yeah, but
last time.
she's running again.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, she's running. She's a
I
different.
guess she thinks she's going to win by default now.
I don't know.
She won't.
We'll see. But I was listening to something, and I was watching a little bit of TV this week, and I was at Wesleyan, and I'm going to let you talk about that here in just a second.
Right.
I've got one for you guys because this came out. I know you guys aren't huge on social media, but it's causing an uproar in one aspect of social media. And I thought, man, this is a question that I have to ask, and I have not told you guys what this
No,
question
you
is.
haven't.
No, I'm a little nervous.
blindside
I'm a
you.
little
Okay.
nervous about it.
Sophie Cunningham. Everybody knows who Sophie Cunningham.
shooter.
She's my favorite player in the WNBA.
She's a lot of
she
people's
is.
favorite player in the WNBA. She's
a good player.
But they're talking to
great
her, and I think she's dating now Michael Porter Jr., who's an NBA player.
what a
I think
joke.
he played at Missouri.
It's her
He's
first
soft.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway,
idiot.
Michael Porter Jr. said, listen, I played on a team in 8th grade and maybe even high school that we would beat every team in the WNBA. And Sophie Cunningham, in an interview when they asked her about it, said, hey, if you're talking about guys, if you're talking about a group of elite 8th graders or elite freshmen or elite high school talent, then yes, they could beat a WNBA team. They could beat the WNBA world champion.
Sophie said that.
Yes, and they are absolutely burying her on this, talking about how this is why people don't watch because you're talking against your own interests and all this other stuff. So my question is, all right, I'm not going to ask about 8th graders.
No.
But you guys coach high school basketball, and I'm not even asking about your team. I'm talking about of the teams that win the 50 state tournaments across this state, across the United States. The best team in Kentucky in high school, the best team in Indiana in high school, the best New York team in high school. Could they beat a WNBA team?
Yeah. Yeah. And let me change the question, but stay in the same context for you. Here's one thing that I've said, and it's not popular. I think we may have even talked about it on the way out one time. I said that you could take the state champion of KHSAA most every year, and beat the NCAA's girls champion.
Okay.
Every time.
And I think that would be a really high percentage of the time that you win.
WNBA would be harder. If you took the WNBA All Stars, it would be tougher. Because here's one reason: you got 6'7". 6'7".
Okay,
I said it, 6'8".
let's say you take the
I hate
WNBA
that
All-Star
so
team.
bad.
There you
Well,
go.
so let me give you an example. So
But if you let's go. Take the WNBA All-Star team and let them play the top 10 guys that are rated the top 10 top players
In the nation?
as high school seniors.
oh, no,
It's not close, right?
Every
That
time.
wouldn't- yeah.
But that's not. So, prime example. I was a we're GA Kentucky, and I was part of the practice team where I had to get guys, and sometimes I would have to play on the practice team, and we had our practice team consisted of guys that all played high school basketball.
Right.
Okay. We had a couple of them that could have played, college ball and
Like
stuff,
small college.
and stuff. No joke when I say this. Like, it was kind of running a joke. Like, can we win today, or do you want to win by 4? Or like we could.
Yeah.
You can compete.
We could win
I'm not
anytime we
getting-
wanted
right.
to
Right.
win.
I'm not
Except
getting-
we were really good. We were top 25 in the country.
Right. I'm not trying to get it, but
not a
like
slight at
she's
anybody.
getting Sophie's getting buried
She
on this,
shouldn't.
and I think what she's saying is absolutely true. You've seen it with soccer when they went down and played like the 14U team, the national 14U team, beat the Olympic soccer gold medal team. Like it's okay. Like, I'm not bashing women's sports. Women's sports is great, but it's okay to understand that we're built differently.
That's absolutely.
I love women's sports. I've
There's
coached,
nothing-
I've
yes.
coached girls longer than I have guys.
Right.
I mean, I love women's college basketball.
I think it's a better game a lot of times watching.
It's cleaner a lot of times, and I just got to watching volleyball. Western Kentucky play Florida International Volleyball. I love women's sports, but you're not comparing apples to apples, and that's why the whole debate of there's another debate with
Yes.
going on with women's athletics. And that's why it's an unfair advantage, and it just is, and it's always going to be. It's not we're not attacking women or attacking anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just we're made differently, and who was the first one to dunk in college?
Lisa Leslie.
Yeah, it was like a big deal for her to throw a one-handed dunk down. You know what I mean? Like if guys are up there doing windmills, 360 between their legs. I mean, it's just different type of athlete.
From top to bottom, from WNBA all the way down to where Kylie and Eva, they play below the rim.
Right. Well,
Lower level. I
and
will
even
say
for-
this: lower level girls sometimes can beat guys because girls mature quicker.
Your girls play against guys a lot and compete with them at this age.
Yes.
But wait till they're 16, 17, 18.
These guys hadn't matured.
Right.
Yeah.
As soon as everybody goes
Testosterone
through
hadn't totally
puberty,
kicked in.
it changes.
Then it changes, and has nothing to do with. I've seen more skilled players on the girls' side than guys' side, but that still doesn't take away that guy has a 50-inch vertical,
Right.
and will block every single shot that she takes.
I mean, girls. I think girls shoot the ball better at times, have a nicer shot at times. Now, whether you put them in a game situation where they got to get up on their shot,
Right.
it's just different. But
it is.
But enjoy. Here's the thing: the WNBA ticks me off. I like watching the WNBA better than I do the NBA. I really do. But stay in your lane.
That's it. But
respect
I don't think Sophie deserves. I didn't hear this. I didn't hear what you brought up. She's not. Anybody that has played, watched, or has a pulse about sports knows that she's correct.
Right.
8th grade is that's a little bit of a stretch for me.
8th grade would be tough.
I'm not going to go with. You'd have to get the most
10
elite
best 8th graders, and then
in the world.
They're playing the NBA, the WNBA All Stars. I still might put the WNBA All Stars.
I agree. But I think
They know how to play the game better. For
I think
one.
high school boys, college girls, and then you don't even want to talk about college boys in WNBA.
No.
Like UConn boys, that national champ, or just Florida, they're our reigning national champions. Florida boys against the who won it this year? Liberty or no?
No, Liberty coach got
Aces.
fired.
Yeah, Aces.
Against the Aces. I would love to know what the line would be.
It'd be a 4-game sweep.
I'm guessing 18.
What group is bashing Sophie?
Well, I think it's a lot.
That has a lot to do with it.
Well, yeah,
you know exactly who it is. That's rhetorical.
Then why are we having this discussion?
I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on it. And then,
That's all you need to know.
There you go.
That group's crazy.
Now you have something that you really wanted to bring up, and this was driving
this
you
is
crazy.
awful.
So I want to let you lead the floor here,
All right.
Coach. Payne.
You all just did and a good job you did, by the way.
He did a great job.
Wesleyan against Delta State.
Yep.
All right. So in pregame, I'm gonna ask you all this. If you're leading into it and you're telling the audience what they're about to listen to on the radio, you're gonna say we've got Kentucky Wesleyan blank Delta State. Not the word against, but it starts with a V.
Versus
With an S.
With
Yes,
an S. Every
with an
time.
S.
Versus.
What idiots? And I know what idiots it is. It's this younger generation, and I'm not being a get off my lawn guy because I've heard it and I keep hearing it, and I'm like, well, he just messed up. It's everywhere. And today I heard it on ESPN2, a very young announcer. He's calling the College of Charleston Invitational, so he's probably a first-year guy, intern guy, and he's calling with Scott Williams, the old Scott Williams who played with Jordan on the Bulls and stuff like that. 2 guys that probably don't have a lot of experience on the mic. Mm-hmm. He's saying, he comes in and he says, we're about to tip on the Georgia versus Clemson game.
No, it's incorrect.
If anybody says it, stop, because I Googled it. I went to every dictionary that I knew. I put it in Chat GPT and I said, what is wrong with this sentence? Like I researched it and I was like, maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I've been saying it wrong my whole life. But even the initials VS stands for versus.
Yes, versus.
Yes.
So when you see something in the
Verse would be
newspaper,
V.
It's VS.
Right.
Yeah.
so like when you say 1v1, that doesn't mean one versus. See, I can't even say it wrong. That doesn't mean one versus one.
One versus one.
Like versus isn't plural to verse.
No. And who thought you were going to get an English lesson here on Beyond the Bench?
See,
There
it's
you
just-
go.
That's why it's called Beyond.
It is because you got so
It is
who
Beyond.
knows what can
We're
get
getting
going
ready to
on.
taste some cranberry.
Listen,
Yeah.
now we're going to
Gonna
get
be
right
beyond
into
my stomach.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm
You're
like
gonna have
you.
to do it,
I have to
guys.
go and look it up
I
and
said I
be
would.
verse. I mean, I've never. I will
Well,
say.
nobody's dumb enough to even. It's this generation.
Well, I mean,
They don't know any better.
I will say the funniest thing is, I get rim. I get rim off the bus every day at 2:40. It's a highlight of my day seeing her jump off that bus in her first year at school, and so we get in there and I ask her. I say, I ask her, or she was climbing off the bus and we were walking to the car because I take her to Yay's and I say, hey Rim, tell me something you learned at school today. So she's telling me this. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then, so then I was like, tell me something else you learned today. And she looked dead at me and went, 6'7". And I lost it. I was like,
67th day of school.
I was like, you're a kindergarten. I don't need you to do 6'7" on me all of a sudden.
I think
So
Thursday or
bad.
Friday was the 67th day of school.
Man, there
I
you
hate
go.
it so bad.
She learned 6'7" on school. That's what she said.
Now I'll say this: I don't know what it means, but I'm not going to get on here and talk
I don't know if anybody knows what it means.
a whole lot about it either. But if you say verse to me, get out. Get out.
All right. Well, while we've got a break here, we're gonna before we go to break.
So this is my mom's
Hold on.
favorite famous cranberry salad.
okay, famous
It's
cranberry.
delicious.
You've
It's my
talked it up.
I said this was my favorite
You
thing.
did. You did.
All right. And so she made some. Wanted y'all to try it.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. And I got you a fork and a cup. You can't get a little bite. You got to get the pecans
So
and everything.
I'm
in
going to
it.
let Bradley go first. I'm going to put his mic on mute here,
don't want
so
him to
we
cuss.
don't need him chewing and doing all this other stuff.
There you go, Brad. You got to get you. Do you want me to get it for you in Fiji? No. Okay.
He's going to feed you. Let me get out of the way in case y'all want to.
Oh, you got to be bigger than that. I mean,
I mean, you're going
you're gonna have to.
There you
that's
go.
enough.
There
That's
you
good.
go.
That's a good bite.
All right. Get his
Don't-
Diet
you gotta at
Pepsi
least
ready.
Taste it and chew it up. You can't swallow it down your gullet.
Cranberry salad. All right. There. We're going to let you turn your thing on, and you're going to give. It's your mom's?
My mom.
We're going to give. You're number 2.
But the one that's muted.
Mama Briggins, you're going to tell her all about it.
That's not bad.
I told you.
That is not bad. The aftertaste of it, I taste more cranberry, which I don't like the taste
Yeah.
of cranberry. It kind of tasted strawberry-ish. It had a sweetness to it. The texture isn't as bad as I thought.
I'm gonna tell you what, I hate
It's
cranberry.
not- I know.
But Mama Briggins, that ain't bad.
That's not bad, is it?
I'll give it to you.
I could at least sit down and eat that at Thanksgiving. And
Yes.
I've never had anything cranberry at
It's not
Thanksgiving
like
in my
it's cranberry in a
lifetime.
can.
Yeah, that right there is wholesome.
That's good.
That's good
Told
stuff.
you.
That
my
is
favorite
good.
thing.
I would give it an 8.5, and I hate cranberry.
There you go.
Agreed.
There you
Agreed.
go.
That is
And these guys aren't. I know Yarda's not saying it.
No.
I would have loved to have blasted
Listen,
it, but
I was gonna
I'm
say
not going.
he would definitely bury
Oh, I know
Mama
he would.
Briggins. There's no
Yeah.
doubt about that.
I would have loved to have made
That's
her.
not bad.
I would have loved to
That's
piss
my
her off.
favorite. That's my favorite Thanksgiving food. Now, if you don't like cranberries, I can see why. The aftertaste is very cranberry.
It is.
It is, but it was okay. I mean, it was like I said, 8.5.
I was
would-
more worried about the texture of it, and it's
Guys, I've got to ask you this weekend because
Can I
it
handle
was an absolute.
One more?
no. Thanks.
It was an absolute failure in all systems for Louisville and UK football.
I don't really want to talk about it.
Louisville
but we can.
goes down and gets hammered by SMU. They were never really into the game.
No, when they walked
SMU
off the plane, they were.
Yeah,
done.
and then Kentucky goes down and just gets embarrassed by Vandy. And I tweeted something out today, and I really feel like this is like this to me. Vandy is the perfect point to make it UK fans and the administration. Like Vandy was the doormat of the SEC for years and years and years. But you look at it and you watch that game, and I had people who were at the game talk about the atmosphere, the game day energy, the game day environment. And then Vandy win, and they're 9-2. Like in this new day of NIL and portal, like that stadium was a joke down there, and they went down, they put money into it.
it's a nice little stadium.
It is nice, and that whole atmosphere yesterday on TV was unbelievable. And the UK administration is okay with UK's everything about UK football being the bottom of the SEC, whether it be game day environment. They don't even have good speakers at Kroger Field. I mean, everything about Kroger Field and UK's game day thing, what they've done to the tailgating scene at UK, where they took people's spots away that had been there for years. Everything is at the bottom of the SEC, and they're okay with it. And my problem is UK fans are okay going 6-6 and maybe 7-5 every few years. And that's not good enough. Yeah. We are all should be in an uproar that we've let. We're not only at the bottom of the SEC, we're not even close.
Well, you know, we live in the day and age now of the NIL to where things can change like this. Mm-hmm. And so you need to lean into that and embrace that. And they're not. They're just simply not doing it. The days of we got us a nice quarterback, he's a freshman, so we'll have some ups and downs this year, but the next 3 years, man, we're gonna lean on him and ride his coattails. You don't have to worry about that anymore. All you have to do now is get yourself enough money and make sure you have a nice offensive line, which takes money too, to lure the next best quarterback over and get you some skill position guys. Make the resources. They've certainly haven't gone backwards on their resources, their weight room and things like that.
But it's just there's also a thing about game day environment and atmosphere, and other than maybe Missouri, Kentucky's at the bottom, and it's not even remotely close.
Agree, and it's simply
Missouri doing their stadium.
Yeah, it's either acceptable or unacceptable. I know that's not a huge, but what I mean by that is. Right now, it seems acceptable, like you said. Yeah. Because what's going to happen is they're going to beat Louisville, and they're going to be like, well, as bad of a season we have, at least we beat Louisville.
And we're 6-6, and we're going to a bowl game. Guess what? Bowl games don't mean crap anymore.
Right,
who
we're
cares?
going to Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Yeah, who cares?
But again, you're not going to get any, disagreement from me on it. If I were a UK fan, and look, I'm frustrated. I haven't watched and told you all I wasn't, and I'm not going to watch another U of L game. Yeah, I won't watch the UK U of L game. I'm done with them, and that doesn't mean anything because I'm just one person, but they're not going to ruin my weekends. Like, I made that a long time ago. I made that promise to myself that I was not going to let another team other than Davis County High School ruin a weekend for me.
There you go. A little bit about Louisville. I mean, I know you're a big Louisville fan. When you got to the game to call with me against Wesleyan on Saturday, you're like, "Hey, if you know the score, don't tell me."
Yeah,
I want to, and I didn't. I mean, how long before you turned it off when you got home and watched it?
I watched the whole game to the last snap.
Did you
really?
Always
do that? Yeah. So this is eerily similar to when Louisville, Lamar Jackson's Heisman Trophy run when he won the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
Louisville really was kind of in the driver's seat. They weren't doing the playoffs then. I don't think they were just doing the BCS game. Louisville was in the driver's seat to be in the BCS. Had Clemson on the road, which was loaded that year. Had Clemson beat, and if James Quick just
stepped out of bounds,
doesn't step out of bounds and goes
3 yards short,
Louisville wins the game. And if Louisville wins that game, I don't think they lose another game.
I agree.
So but after that game, Louisville ended up losing like 2 or 3 more games. And if you look at Louisville before SMU, and if you look at Louisville against Virginia, Clemson, and Cal, it was like a total of 7, 8 points, something like that. They lost by. So that all happened, and they've given up.
Yeah,
they've given in. And here's another thing too. They had a walk-on running back starting. Their biggest playmaker, Isaac Brown, went out. Lacey went out. Miller Moss didn't play. And look, I thought Deuce Adams for Louisville did some good things. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. He still can't truly manage a game like Moss. Moss did some good things when Louisville was winning. He's not the guy. We know that. So Louisville, but the thing is, they have kind of given up. And so people don't understand, like, there's so many. Is SMU 38-6 better than Louisville? No. But it's a tale of two teams. So SMU gets off to atrocious start, okay? And their records were the same going in to that game. They get off to a atrocious start. They kind of figure it out, and then they're playing really well now. They're probably about as hot as anybody in the country.
They're going to be.
Louisville was playing pretty good football there and rolling, and had a couple bad losses. Now they're on the downside. It's when you play people. It's totally when you play different teams and play people. Like if Kentucky would have played Auburn first of the year, Auburn probably beats Kentucky.
Matchups matter.
And timing of it.
Yeah.
And where Louisville fans really need to be mad is they need to be, and ACC does it to Louisville every year, they need to be mad at the ACC because they gave Louisville 2 byes within a 4 games period, early on in the season, and then when you play 7 to 8 games in a row like this, you're going to have injuries in college football.
Well, they back into the back
Back
into
into the schedule, and
Yeah.
you can't compete. You can't compete with that.
Yeah.
So scheduling has a lot to do with it. There's so many things that are involved. Now, Brom doesn't seem like himself.
Well, his urgency is just low.
Not there.
Could Bond be like entertaining another job?
Where?
I don't think so.
Rule's going to Penn State.
Ole Miss. Rule's not going to Penn State.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a terrible hire, though.
He's going to Penn State.
You think so? I thought, didn't Nebraska sign him to a brand new extension for like 10 years?
Listen, if they're
Thought they
paying,
did.
hey, if
You know who's gonna be
what's
at Penn
his name?
State?
Franklin is. We haven't talked about that.
Yeah, Virginia Tech.
Correct, but he is basically working for free.
Yes, because of the
way his buyout was structured.
Yeah, it's offset. Anything that they pay Virginia Tech power, is it not the same?
No, like he is
An offset.
He's basically they're out. They just said here's $7 million. Go. And he agreed. But he's getting 9 over there.
Right, because it's all the offset
he didn't
language.
have to coach.
No, but no, he did not have to. That was the great thing Penn State has is they have most of those things have that offset language. Let's say I owe you $9 million a year,
Right.
But if you sign over here for $7 million, I only have to pay you $2 million.
Right.
And
Matt Rule
he could-
signed a contract extension.
yeah, like a month ago.
Well, listen, if
It's
they're
going to be Durkovich. The coach at Missouri is going to be at Penn State.
I don't think it's a good hire.
I don't care if he re-signed or not. If they're going to pay Franklin what they were willing to pay him to not coach, they'll pay someone else whatever amount it takes.
Yeah, if you look at it, I think the two teams that own now I think SMU and Virginia own the tiebreakers. They win and they're in.
Yeah.
Pitt
SMU
has to beat Miami and have one of those two teams lose. Miami has to
You are
beat
correct.
Pitt.
It is.
And have
SMU and Virginia.
Yeah, it's SMU and Virginia
I'm
that
telling
now
you,
control.
SMU's good.
They are good. They're going to go back.
got
They're going to win the ACC.
They got off to a slow start. Louisville, Brom, what I don't understand with Brom is, the run game's been great, but we got Chris Bell. It's just the passing game has been a little off. All 3 years he's been there. Tyler Shock was a very good quarterback, and he had Bell to throw to and Lacey, but minus Bell, the overall receiving core and just the passing game has been a little off. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
Real quick, because we're going to run out of time here in the first segment. Yes, no. If you're Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin at the end of the Egg Bowl tells you he's going to take the LSU job, do you let him coach in the college football playoffs? Or do you do what Michigan did and say it's going to be a Michigan man coaching us and give the team to Steve Fisher? Which way are you going?
I'll probably let him finish it.
It's a distraction either way.
I'll let him finish it.
Because if you don't, I'm going to just quick because you said yes or no. No.
Yes, I would.
I think. Do you talk to the players? Do you let the players involved in this decision?
I don't want him around him because
He could be recruiting them to go to LSU.
Well, they all are doing that.
I'll tell you
I
what,
want to keep him as way.
when we come back, we'll get the Canty Dairy Queen list. You're listening to Beyond the Bench, 1027 The
They've
Game.
been talking about Puerto Rican. They was
Beyond the Bench, 1027 The Game. Vic Evans with the two stars of the show. Brad Payne, Matt Briggins. It's all brought to you by the title sponsor, Green River Area Federal Credit Union, who signed on again for 2026. But also, Brad, tell us about your great partners at Hawkins Abney.
Hawkins Abney PLLC is a full-service architectural firm founded in 2022, providing design services for academic, business, healthcare, hospitality, industrial, and mercantile projects across the state. Located in Beaver Dam, so give Jeremiah or Kyle a call at 270-363-2235.
There you go. Without a great partner, we couldn't do this every week. And we've got another great partner, Canty Dairy Queen. Don't forget, it's not just any Dairy Queen. It's Canty Dairy Queen, New Hartford Road, right next to Ohio County High School. Best blizzards in the world. I mean, you can turn them upside down, do whatever you want to do. But we always talk about things that you guys, you were talking about Beyond the Bench. You guys were talking cranberry salad. We talked a little bit of
Get it all today.
everything today. But our list today, we're going to stay on the football tone of it here. Our list today is going to be, if you can name either, I'll let you guys do Louisville because you're Louisville fans.
Right.
And I'm going to let me be UK.
Yep.
If you can.
Or the ADs for a day.
Yes. And you could you have your open reign. Here's the guy. What would your list be of someone you could go out and get and replace Brom?
Yep.
And then, your top 3 or 4 that you got. And mine will be to go out and replace Stoops.
Yeah.
And money's not an object.
Right. And the guys that I'm naming, my guess is all 3 of them are untouchable for Louisville standards. But I don't care. It's my list, and I'm the
It's
AD.
hypothetical.
But standards like anymore. I mean, the one thing about college football, and I'll say this, it's become a lot like the NFL in the fact that if you don't get the quarterback spot right, you're in a lot of trouble. And you look at, people want to say, it was Vandy because of Diego Pavia. Well, everybody had a chance to go out there and get Diego Pavia, and guess who did?
Right.
Clark Lee.
Yeah.
Everybody had a chance to go get Fernando Mendoza, but who identified him being their number one choice and go getting him? Signetti in Indiana.
So,
you have to have some
that's
front
true.
office ability about you. And
Still amazing to me that the NFL, we have yet to have a year in the history of the NFL to where we have found simultaneously 30 good quarterbacks, good to great quarterbacks all at the same time.
You know why? Because front offices and coaching staffs fail quarterbacks to more than quarterbacks fail.
I agree to a certain extent. There's certain organizations that just can't get it right.
Yeah, it looks like the one that did is maybe you ought to get the go jacket ready for Shedeur Sanders as he became the first Brown, I think,
retire his number
in
now.
40 years to win his first start. He's going to retire, go to the Hall of Fame. But we'll start with you, Coach Briggins. We're going to start your list. So it'll be the bottom of your list. The third guy you would go ask to go replace Brom at Louisville, or maybe it's keep Jeff Brom. I don't know, but you kind of seem to be not very happy with Brom now.
No, I mean, honestly, I'm glad it's Jeff Brom at Louisville. I think he's going to get it figured out. I think he's going to be successful. He's won more ACC games than anybody in this time period since he's been at Louisville.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's get that straight. Now, this is not one of my 3, but if he could get a good defensive coordinator and a good recruiting coordinator, I'd take Bobby Petrino back in a heartbeat.
Was he really?
Oh, yes.
He actually did fairly well. I mean, he kept
But
Arkansas
that's not my third
relevant
choice,
down there.
though. But I'm telling you, he needs a good D coordinator, a good recruiting coordinator. He can coach.
Get
But
Todd Grantham back with him.
yeah, him and Todd did a great job, but they just got into it.
Yeah,
They're two
they couldn't.
alphas and stuff. But if so, this is a hypothetical wish list. I'm going, and I don't really like the guy at times, but at times I do. I'm going Lane Kiffin. And here's why. He brings instant notoriety to the program. He can recruit. He runs exciting style offense. Do I think he's a little flaky at times? Absolutely.
But that's part of his charm, and
It is.
the media. I mean, the guy. You want to see what he's going to say. Like
Yes.
his press conferences
people
are
listen to
almost.
this show.
His press conferences are almost must-watch TV,
Yeah.
as opposed to Stoops with his normal, coaching speak and say we're gonna
Browns
work
are
hard.
terrible.
Ask 95% of the people that have watched college football, not to the point to maybe where we have, because I think I can name the last coach at Ole Miss. They wouldn't know who the last coach at Ole Miss was, and they wouldn't know the coach before that.
No, I could
He has
maybe a
put
couple.
Ole Miss into a realm to where whether they are as talented or not, they are part of every conversation of Tier 1 teams.
Yeah, I mean, Ole Miss coaches I know are Houston Nutt, Ed Orgeron, and they had another offensive guy that was they.
That's the only two.
Yeah, I mean,
Only two I can remember.
Yeah.
who would be your guy?
Urban Meyer.
Ooh.
You want to go nightclubbing with him?
Just keep the co-eds away from him.
Hey,
He would like to go hang out with him.
it's part. Listen, if you don't think Lane Kiffin is doing some of the same stuff, that's how he got to where he got.
I was going to say, that's why his wife is.
That's why his wife is his wife right now. Urban is he's not only a good coach, but he has always surrounded himself with good coaches too.
Yes.
And that's what I like about a head coach.
And a few serial killers.
He's not afraid to take a chance on a kid. Hey, listen, I've told people this, when Bobby Petrino was having some issues and things like that. We are fans, which is short for fanatic.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
So, which, is not logical. Someone that is fanatic is not always this is entertainment. And there's a little bit of pride in it as a fan. Just win.
There you go.
Like, just win. Period. That doesn't mean take on every Aaron Hernandez that you can get. Yeah. But look,
that whole dynamic of having Aaron Hernandez
and
Tim Tebow in the same locker room and leading your team, to me,
that just
is
means
beyond. I mean,
how he kept that locker room sane.
Well, I wish
I don't know that it was.
No, when they did the documentary, I wish it had been more than trying to save the career and actually done a real documentary instead of trying to do a puff piece on Urban Meyer.
That's all that was.
Just to see what that was really like.
I wonder if there was enough cameras in there to really see.
Oh, I'm sure there was. I'm sure there was. For me, I'm gonna give you. This will be one you guys will never guess because it's a train wreck. But I'd like to be at a place where you get to see it daily. Give me Bill Belichick and Jordan. Bring his girlfriend up here to UK, and let's just get that whole daily thing about him and her going on. That would be awesome.
Sometimes even bad attention's attention. Right?
I mean, when we talk about North Carolina football other than Bill Belichick and his girlfriend Jordan,
I wouldn't.
I mean, come on.
Did they beat Duke? Did they play Duke the other day?
I think Duke won.
Man.
I think that would just be fun to cover as a media guy every day. I don't know if you saw where evidently his ex-wife came into his office and they had a 45-minute yelling meeting, the ex-wife and Jordan in the office.
The girlfriend?
Yeah, Belichick said, "Hey, I'm out of here."
It's best to sleep.
I'm getting out of here. Y'all hammer it out.
Wow.
So I think that would be fun to cover. Give me your number 2.
This guy is arrogant. But he wins. And Kurt Signetti.
Yep.
I mean, whether you like him or not, he's a winner. He gets the job done. I go Kurt Signetti.
Yep. I was going to put him on there, but I knew you would, and then you ended up putting Lane Kiffin, who is my number 2. But to go back to Kiffin again, this is a guy who is so well traveled. Think about the jobs that he's had.
Well, think about this. I don't know if there's been a coach like this that's there's been this. We talk about rejuvenating your career. Mm-hmm. He leaves Tennessee in the middle of the night, after 1 year. He gets left on the tarmac at USC fired. They wouldn't even let him fly on the plane back.
Only to take an NFL job.
Right. And then I think that lasted, actually, I think
the guy's been everywhere.
He was the Raiders, right?
Yeah, he was the Raiders coach for a year, I think. Just a year, maybe 2. And then it was
failed more than he's been successful.
Absolutely.
And then he went to, he was at Florida or went with Saban, Florida International, or Florida
That's
Atlantic.
Saban saved his career because he learned how to coach. Mm-hmm. That's where he learned to manage a program. That's what saved his career. And
because the knowledge is there, the X's and O's and the schemes you can tell they're there.
It goes back to when he got the Tennessee job. He was probably a little young. He was young and immature.
Sure.
And you look at coaches that sometimes. Belichick, other than Tom Brady saving his career, go back and look what he did with the Browns and all that. I mean,
failed there.
Yeah, I mean, but
most coaches do fail unless you chase talent. And there are talent chasers in high school sports galore.
Well, the NBA.
I am not one of them. Let me tell you.
Hold on, Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, Phil Jackson. The moment he couldn't win, didn't have the best 2 players on the team. He left.
And people think they're great coaches, and they're actually terrible.
Some of our 400 and 500 win coaches. In the KHSAA have,
jumped around.
Kangaroo.
They know where it's at.
Yeah, they're not dumb.
Yeah, they're not dumb. So Kiffin was number 2 for you.
Yeah, what he could bring, just a lightning bolt of energy.
I want to say my number 2, and I'm not going to put Marcus Freeman on this list because he's at the perfect spot for him. He's at Notre Dame, the perfect spot. Dan Lanning, I like Dan. Do you have him on your list? He's your number 1. Yeah. I mean, that dude's a little bit out there.
I like it.
But his teams play. I mean, I do like Dan Lanning.
I'm not a huge fan.
I like him, and I'll go ahead and talk about him and then let you have your number 1. But to me, he's a perfect mix of, like, don't take your headphones off and scream yet, mix of like a Saban and Kiffin. Not saying that he's managerial or has the presidential type feel as Saban does, but he does have great managerial skills. You can tell he's got that mature, stone cold look, and manages the locker room well. And his X's and O's are great. And he doesn't care to go in there and fire a team up. Like, it's not just, I really still feel like kids love a coach with high emotion.
Yes.
And relate to that more than someone who tries to suppress it. To be and I'm not saying fake it, like fake emotion or anything like that, because you are who you are as a coach. You can't change. If you do, you're not doing anybody
well, the kids always know.
Right.
I've said all the time, you can fool most administrators, you can fool 75% of the parents, but the people you can't fool are the 15 to 25 kids in that locker room. They see everything. They know everything.
You care in practice to lose your mind. Like, you're not just going through the motions and things like that. I think they're attracted to that and show, I've always said you got to love them first. You show them that you love them first, and then you can teach them whatever you want to teach them. But this guy does it. He's got it. He's got it. And I don't know where else you can go. I mean, Oregon gives him all the money in the world. And
he ain't going. Yeah,
he's not going anywhere.
No, not at all. The only place he may go would be to Georgia to take over when Smart left.
Yeah,
that'd be the one spot.
Now,
there.
he worked under Saban too, right?
Did he? I think he was Kirby's defensive coordinator for years.
I think that Saban had that tree there. I think at the same time Kiffin was there.
Who you got your number 1?
Pretty easy for me, actually, and somebody's going to scoop him up. John Gruden. I love John Gruden. I love his fire, his integrity. Not his integrity.
That's
integrity
to me.
as a coach,
Lanning
though,
is a
like
younger one.
Yeah, he is. Just because, and his brother Jay Gruden played at Louisville, so he knows the Louisville program very well. If Braun would leave right now, that would be my first call. I wanted John Gruden back when they got Satterfield, because John was already out. But John would be my first call. I mean, he'd bring in recruits.
Just don't let him send emails.
It was he got railroaded, man.
He did. Yeah.
They were looking for a reason.
Hold on, he's gonna win that lawsuit.
Yeah,
yes.
He'll coach again somewhere. Have you done your number 1? Because I got something to say.
I got my number 1. I'm gonna go a little outside and I don't know what the rules are in this, but this guy's still alive. But I want a younger version. He couldn't do it now because he's older. But in this, no. In this, no. Wow. In this day and age of NIL and being, basically, professional athletes.
Sure.
This guy would kill it today. He killed it when he played or when he coached. Give me Barry Switzer at UK with that personality. You were paying players back then anyway.
Absolutely.
You were running guns at Oklahoma and Coke.
But that's why he was so much better than everybody. But would he be better if it was?
Yes. Because like him walking into Brian Bosworth's cafeteria in a mink coat, floor length mink coat, sitting down with his national chant, like his personality.
I think he proved his worth at
the Cowboys.
For the Cowboys.
Yeah, if you go watch the documentary, you realize he was actually a damn good coach. And not only that, I think his personality would fit with like the bourbon horse racing scene of Lexington.
Yeah.
And would be an absolute star.
I'd like to have seen like a young Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, I hate Steve Spurrier though.
But that's why he's one of those guys to me that is disliked by 90% of the people. But when he's on your side,
you love him.
Oh man,
you love him. I just think Barry Switzer, he is maybe the most. I mean, the guy won 3 national titles. He won a Super Bowl, and still may be one of the most underrated football coaches we've seen.
I agree with
that. I think the way he could relate to players in this new world where you've got to relate to him and be a player's coach. Now, there may have been some cocaine in the locker rooms of UK or the dorm. Who knows? That was Barry Switzer. You did what he trusted you. You were supposed to act like a man.
Didn't we? Like we talked about it before. Leon Lett.
Yes.
That dude was certified
insane. No, it wasn't Leon Lett. Charles Haley.
Look what Patino had in the dorm.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Charles Haley, the dude was certified and a Hall of Famer, but he was also bipolar. Just didn't know it at that time. And but the way that you hear Charles Haley talk now, that Barry Switzer saved his life because that was the first coach that actually cared enough to show up at his house and be like, dude, there's something wrong here. You're not.
Yeah, there's something wrong. All right.
You are. But I just think he would have been great for college football in the NIL days.
Oh,
in the Wild West.
I agree. It's funny. If we had taken ourselves back 5 years ago, to absolutely not to mention Dabo Swinney in any of this is amazing. And 5 years ago, all we were doing was waiting on Nick Saban to leave
I
Alabama.
wouldn't have mentioned Dabo then. I've never been a Dabo Swinney
for him to take it.
Well, that's one thing the world of NIL and rev share is going to do. This is, and Matt Jones hit this right. There's been three. This is the third seminal point of college sports. The first was integration. Mm-hmm. All right. There were coaches that were successful before integration that were no longer successful after because they couldn't adapt and didn't want to adapt. They were, racist. And then there was coaches that weren't, and then after integration that were because they had to adapt. Then there was the whole breakdown of TV where certain colleges sued, and before you only had the one game on, you had to be on tape delay, and the games were Oklahoma, Nebraska, Notre Dame, Tennessee, Alabama. I mean, that was it. And after that, there were coaches that were able to succeed, and that changed. They were successful before and not successful after. Rev share and NIL is that third seminal change.
It is.
And the thing is, to me, Dabo's a guy there that you've seen that was very successful before, but couldn't adapt, and is completely fallen off the face of the earth.
Said so many different things. Said he would quit if we ever paid players. Didn't quit. Then didn't lean into it, and then finally did it, but did it at such a small level that still didn't help.
Right. I'll tell you what. When we come back, we're gonna pick some winners.
Well, no, I got something else after this break.
After the segment?
Oh yeah, I got to talk to y'all about.
Okay,
very important.
There you go. We're like Coach Briggins is going to run it and talk about it. We may pick a few winners, but it's going to be high school state semifinal winners.
Okay, we'll do those too. But I got stuff I got to talk to him about.
It's Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. 102.7 The Game.
I'm not even going to tell you what this is about.
Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. 102.7 The Game. Vic Evans, Brad Payne, Matt Briggins. It's been a great show so far, guys. I've enjoyed it. I don't know about the listeners out there. We'll find out. But Brad, Matt, you had something you wanted to bring up and talk about.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring in the first segment. I didn't want to get him all flustered and tore up, but he was talking about Davis County last week being a destination school.
Mm-hmm. Can't get over it, can you?
No, well, test scores came out.
Oh.
And where we talked about test scores last year, who was number one? Ohio County. Mm-hmm. Test scores came out again. Guess who's number one again?
Who?
Ohio County.
Okay. Well, I mean,
at 81, that was our overall score.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Our school culture, we're top 5% in school culture. Davis,
How do they measure that?
They do surveys with the students.
Do I need to just put like a recruiting video up here on the live stream while we're having this conversation?
The destination school at Davis County High School that you claim so highly of is sitting at number 10. Let's see, Howell County ahead of them: Muhlenberg, Apollo, Hancock, Grayson, Breck, Meade, Emerson, McLean.
How many regional titles did Davis County win last year, Coach?
So
They won one, but listen, they haven't gone. I mean, how many years did y'all not even go to the region?
I don't know.
No, I'm not talking about just basketball. I'm talking about
Did y'all make it to the regional?
boys soccer, girls soccer.
I don't know why you would even bring
girls
something up like that
basketball,
after not
boys
even making it.
basketball.
But
You're coming off one of the worst seasons in Eagle history.
No, it's not
and you're
one of the worst.
Oh, let me
No, it
tell you.
wasn't. But here's
let
the-
me
you
tell you,
went-
I've been around a long
You
time.
went
It was the
six-
worst.
You went 6 years without making a regional title. You finally make it to the region. You finally win a region. And
Finally
now
win a region.
And now you're a destination school.
Coming
and your
from
test
you.
scores are 20 points lower than ours.
Okay, so here's what a student can do. Come and change that for us.
Come change. I mean, come join the success and
Come and
the
change
fun that we
this.
have at Ohio County.
Come and help us change these test scores. And while you're at it, come win a bunch of stuff that you won't win at Ohio County.
I mean, I think our boys soccer program is pretty good. I think our
Ain't as good
basketball
as
programs.
ours. Ain't as good as ours. Keep on going.
Well, basketball over the last 10, 20 years.
Easy.
I looked it up.
I did too.
We're 500 against each other over the last 10 years.
So who's better?
We're both 500 over each other.
You just said you all were better.
Oh, year in and year out, yes. I think Ohio
We'll
County
figure it
basketball's-
out this year, though, won't we?
Yeah, we'll figure it out this year.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, we've already got a clip.
Hey, listen, here's what we're gonna do. How about
Hey, big mouth over here. Hey, I'm looking at you, cameras, and all you Ohio County fans.
So-
hey, he said
This is
he
why-
guaranteed to
listen,
win.
Vic, this is why I didn't do it in the first segment, because I knew
I'll
I'd get
say
no fired
this.
up.
Guaranteed to win.
No, I did not guarantee a win.
the game of the week will
I did
be
not- did I say I
at
guarantee-
Davis
yes. Did I
County
say we
versus
win?
Ohio County? We're gonna play this clip in the pregame. This
Oh,
whole
yes.
this whole
Listen,
segment
do I
here.
think
We
it's
got
gonna-
it.
Do I think it's going to be a lot closer than
Oh,
I
here we
think?
go.
But, no,
Well, hang
but
this
here's the thing,
banner.
though. But
We
listen,
hung
though.
in with Davis
You
County.
have one regional title and you're a destination school.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Then I mean,
When's your last regional?
2013.
Oops.
When was
Almost
y'all's
said it.
one before that? For this last one?
2012, I guess.
Matt
No,
West.
it was the
Wasn't
year, it was one more year before that because we actually played y'all with a not a very good team in the semi. It's when Smith was coaching.
I know who it was.
We played in the semi. Played at y'all's
So
place.
1 or 2 years before
It
that.
was 2 years before ours. Last one. Yeah.
So we've won 2 in the twice in the amount of time that you've won 1.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Again, people, it's
But-
just
but-
simple
but-
math that he says that they're
No,
good
but
at
if
over there at Ohio
anybody
County.
would be a destination school, I'd say it would be Owensboro if you're talking about boys basketball.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing a recruiting video for Owensboro. I'm just saying
They need it.
Davis County. I'm not hating on Davis County.
Well, I mean,
My
if
sister
you're
went
a
there.
girl
You have
athlete,
to.
hold on, if you're a girl athlete, it'd have to be Davis County.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, think about it. Like in the last 2 years, you've won back-to-back soccer regional championships.
The softball is
Softball has
state.
won 6 in a row.
Softball has sustained it. I agree.
Yeah, 6 in a row.
I agree.
Hold on. Basketball. They won every regional title in every sport that's in the Foreman Watson Holter Cup except for volleyball last year.
It's really not a contest.
Cross.
Well, they've always been a good cross country
Right.
school. and
Golf,
school.
they won-
cross country golf. I'll give them that. They've always been solid. Softball
Soccer.
since Biggs came in there. Soccer's been pretty good, but if we're going basketball, is it a destination school? Because you win one regional title, then So is
No, I'm
Butler
just
County
saying-
a destination school? Because they won a year before y'all.
Listen, I go by this. I'm going by this.
I don't know.
I'm
Are
looking
they
at
now?
it as
I mean, their test. We'll go to Butler's test
on.
scores. They're 53.
Here's the thing. Hold on.
they're 53rd?
I'm not going by
53
one
total.
regional
They're the
title.
last in the region.
I'm not going by one regional title. I'm going off of we put together the FWH Legal Cup, which is the Directors Cup, Capital One Cup of college, and we have points.
I'm not
Davis
talking
County
about the cup.
dominates. Davis
Listen.
County dominates on the girls' side.
I'm talking right now about basketball and academics. And honestly, what's most important at Ohio County is academics and getting your children ready for the outside world. And that's what we do with our high test scores and our ACT scores. We get you ready for college at Ohio County.
Listen,
High School.
all you got to do now is name me the winners. I know you guys don't know much
This is
about
why I
any of
didn't want
these
to tell you the
teams.
first.
I know, because it's
He
great.
would have flung that cranberry salad at me probably.
Here's the winners. We'll start Class A.
He's not even
Semifinals.
talking over there.
Campbellsville at Kentucky Country Day. Campbellsville beat them in the regular season.
Campbellsville. I don't even know who they are.
KCD.
All right, go KCD. All right, Pikeville Raceland.
Oh,
I heard Pikeville's a destination school. I'm going Pikeville.
let me go Raceland.
I'm gonna go Pikeville too. So I'm gonna have Campbellsville, Pikeville in my final. 2A, Belfry at Lexington Christian Academy.
Lexington Christian.
I'm going to go there too.
LCA for sure.
They got great
Beechwood
facilities,
at
by the
Catholic.
way.
Beechwood team's good.
I'm going for Catholic. I'm going for Catholic 100%.
I want Catholic to win.
I think it's going to be tough to beat Beechwood. I'm going to go Beechwood.
It's going to be really tough.
I'm going for Catholic.
I'm going to go for Catholic
Where's
too.
the game at?
And I rooted
At
for
Catholic.
Listen, I
Steel
wanna tell
Stadium
you this.
Friday night.
I want to tell you
Is
this,
that
Bradley.
Catholic?
Yeah. I rooted for y'all at the state tournament. I really did. I want third region teams to always be successful. Always.
Yeah, I don't care whether you did or not.
Oh, I know, but I want third region teams to be successful. I'm just saying, like, the destination thing kind of threw me off. But
Well, it can throw you off all you want, but the success
does
is
test
there.
scores have anything to do with it?
I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know test scores. Let's go to
I'm not
3.
hired to teach. I just coach.
Okay.
3A. Bell
Which is
County
about what you do.
at Cal.
Which is why he calls me in the middle of the day while your sons and daughters. I want you
We
to
had
know
a
that.
cleaning supply problem, and I had to call you.
Bell County at
Bob
Cal.
and paper.
Bell County.
Bell County at Cal, the 3-time
Cal.
defending champion.
Cal.
Yeah, Cal's the best team in the state.
yeah. Cal's winning the whole
coaching
thing.
staff is insane.
It is.
We've talked about that.
How about this? 3A. Undefeated Murray in a game they won against Lexington Catholic with like 4 minutes to go. It was 0-0. And somehow ended up 14-14 in overtime. Murray's undefeated, but they're traveling to also undefeated Lloyd Memorial in the semifinals. I'm going to go Murray. The quarterback, Robbins, is a legit Mr. Football candidate.
We watched Murray play first game.
We did.
They're pretty solid. I'm going Murray.
Give me Lloyd Memorial.
Okay.
He's just going opposite me. every
Yeah.
time.
Well, Murray, listen, I listened to that game that you all called.
It was 7 hours long.
It was
You
7 hours
That,
long.
And
It was game 1.
they made a lot of silly
questionable.
mistakes.
They were
Yes,
chucking the
yes.
ball when they were up by 3
It was
touchdowns.
game 1.
They were shaking.
Brom-esque is what I call it.
Yes.
4A's unreal. Corbin, who pulled the upset of Highlands, they go at Boyle County.
Boyle wins all the time.
Boyle.
I'm taking Boyle.
Yeah, give me Boyle and
Boyle,
Seneca.
a true destination school in football.
Give me,
Yes.
give me Boyle and
100%.
Seneca Driver, who's going to be Notre Dame's next tight end. Paducah Tillman at Franklin County, who's undefeated.
What's Paducah Tillman's record?
They've lost 1. The only loss was to Madisonville in a weird one.
Madisonville, though, they fell off the map.
They
didn't
did.
They did. That had to be a fluke.
What's the other team?
Franklin
Give me
County.
Franklin County.
I'm going Franklin.
I'm going to
too.
go Franklin County too. They were there in the finals last year against in 4A and against.
I'm not writing these down.
Actually, Tillman beat them last year in the 4A finals. 5A, Atherton at Pulaski County.
We'll go Pulaski.
Atherton. They are on a roll.
They are on a roll. I mean, I think they made a statement with blowing out Bowling Green. Woodford County at Owensboro. And it's going to be 6 o'clock Friday night, people. They're moving this game up to 6 p.m., not 7, I guess, to help Woodford get back to Lexington
Meade County, like
earlier, an hour earlier.
I don't. That don't make sense. I'm going Owensboro. I think Owensboro's going to win the 5A.
The 2 high-scoring teams in 5A.
OHS.
Yeah.
I'm going for DeMarcus. Man.
I've said
Get it
all
done,
along.
buddy.
I've
Get
said it for
done.
6 weeks, 7, 8 weeks now, people. Owensboro is not only going to win the state title, they will win every game by 14 points or more. They are 14 points better than anybody in 5A.
Marcus can coach. He
How
can
about
coach.
6A? Ryle on a great game against Douglas. You score right at the end of the game, 20 seconds
Douglas?
to go. You
Oh,
decide to
okay.
go for 2 at Douglas. You don't kick the extra point to go to overtime. Ryle goes for 2 and gets it to beat Douglas. They go at South Warren, who's undefeated.
South Warren will beat the brakes off of them. Ryle knew that they couldn't win in overtime. That's
a telltale sign. I agree with
South
you.
Warren.
South Warren wins too. And in the Master, the big game, Trinity at St. X.
St. X.
I'm going to go Trinity.
I'm going St. X.
Well,
Man, I hope South Warren wins. I've got a buddy that has a starting linebacker towards ACL on South Warren.
Warren's.
Yeah, but St. X is a big.
Trinity's the best team out there, yeah.
St. X or Trinity.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a big ass.
The winner of that game will be favored in that overall, but I'm hoping South Warren does too. I do think South Warren beats Ryle. Next week on Beyond the Bench, next Monday, the guys will give you their state championship winners. And
I just hope
hopefully,
Bradley comes back. He's awfully mad right now.
I'm so mad I can't even breathe. No, guys,
Are you done?
It's always the thing that you don't believe anything you hear and half of what you see. Especially on this damn show.
without a
Dude,
doubt.
I've been waiting all show to go at you.
Mute
on
his
this.
ass.
It's Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Fellow Credit Union. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and they'll see you
Everybody
next
but
week.
Matt have a happy Thanksgiving.
Join us next Monday, 6 p.m. for more Beyond the Bench. Your home for Third Region Sports is 102.7 The Game.
Barbecue sauce.